adulting, from what I understand, is learning how to get through the pressures of life as an adult. It's the new age term for being able to do the mundane tasks that come with the responsibility of being a mature age person. And I think in this day and age, our college students are really struggling to find their place in that adulting world because really they're emerging adults. They're not fully adults yet. However, because the world sees 18 as the social age for adulthood, our students are really forced to grow quickly from being youth to fully fledged functioning adults.
College students actually are experiencing quite a lot of stressors. They add up too. So, it might just be a lot of little small things, but they are adding up. So I think it's important to realize that college students are actually going through quite a lot of stressors.
I think the keys to parenting through stress is really to model resilience yourself and de-stressing behaviors yourself. Practice what you preach, so make sure that you yourself are engaging in self-relaxing and self-compassion practices. Your family and your student will see that, and then in one way or another will pick up on those habits or at least become interested in those behaviors. Stress causes really unfathomable reactions in our bodies, so we can become sad, angry, withdrawn, and not even realize that this is due to chronic stress. So be patient with yourself, be patient with others, and if needed, just take a step back, take a breath before saying or doing the next thing, and that should help with moving through those stressful times.
Again, it might be just working with your student on thinking about, are there ways to solve the problem? Are there ways that we can help you manage those emotions? But also really encouraging your student to talk about how things are making them feel, to really allow them to express those emotions and to try to find labels for those emotions of how are you really feeling. Is it stress, or are you feeling disappointed about something, or exactly what you're feeling, and acknowledging that students are going through quite a lot during this transition to college.
Consider what it was like for you when you were an emerging adult, right? It felt like you were in this in-between place where you have this information and you have all these experiences, but no one will listen to you because you don't have the age of wisdom. So in this case, as the adult that's supposed to be the functioning adult, try to listen more. See if you can use that interviewing technique of talking only 35% in the conversation and allowing your student to take the other 65%. And from that mindful listening, see what you can learn. Let them lead, you follow, and see what you can do to work through those challenging dialogues.
One of the things that we're learning through research is that it's not just about our students coping with emotions, but in fact, as parents, we have our own emotions and our own stress, and we need to pay attention to those emotions and the way that we regulate our emotions. So it turns out that, in fact, we have evidence that shows that taking care of yourself and your own emotions is just as important as taking care of your adult child.
So asking, when needed, how can I support you? And then seeing what ways that comes out, right? Asking them, seeing what ways that comes out. And then when you do it, it actually shows actions of building trust. So, I would definitely say especially in those ways where we're separated right now, having those physical distancing situations, support in the ways that I want to be supported is really important.
Trust, it's really being consistent. And I think it's really being there for your student. Maybe if you have, a weekly time where you always have time to talk on the phone, that's a really good time to really focus on your student and help continue to build that warm relationship that you've had throughout their lives.
There's a lot of resources, which is one of my favorite things about ASU is the fact that ASU provides so many resources. I'm actually an alum of ASU myself, and I remember being a student and having access to all of these things. One of the newest resources that we have is actually actually the Center for Mindfulness, right? So the Center for Mindfulness, Compassion, and Resilience has a plethora of resources on our website, and you can find this at mindfulnesscenter.asu.edu. We have links to daily midday mindfulness sessions with topics from student imposter syndrome to health injustice to fun topics like just being in tune with animals. We have readings and videos that take you through how to practice mindfulness in times of stress specifically. So if you're looking for resources, definitely make sure to check those out.
I have mentioned that seeking support, trying to find somebody who's going through the same thing that you are, or at least somebody that you can talk to about what you're going through, is really effective in terms of helping you cope with your own stress. So I really recommend finding folks that are going through the same thing that you're going through. It sounds like what ASU Family is doing is providing exactly that for you, so that you have the opportunity to meet people who are going through exactly what you're going through as well.